This is the CBQ review for tomorrow. I'm not going to do these problems for you, so make sure that you're paying attention. I'm going to tell you how to do them, and then you do them on your own, whether it's by hand or using Desmos. Again, I'm not going to give you the answers, and then afterwards we're going to put all the answers in Schoology, and it'll let you know whether you got it right or wrong. And then you can ask me questions if you need to as well. Problem number 1 is asking for the area. And if you remember, area is the length times the width. So this is the length and this is the width. So we're going to multiply, right? So you would have 4x plus 3 times 2x plus 2. If you want to do that by hand, you can use the box method. Remember, you put 4x plus 3 here and 2x plus 2 here, and you multiply and then you add the diagonals at the very end. You can do it that way. Or you can put this whole thing in Desmos, just like that with the parentheses, and you can put all the answer choices in Desmos. So put this in Desmos, this in Desmos, this in Desmos, this in Desmos, and see which one matches. Okay? That's how you would do it by on the computer. Problem number 2, same thing. You are multiplying, so you can do the box. This is a 2 by 3, so you can draw it 2 by 3. And then you put the negative 5x minus 2 on the side with the 2. And then the 2x squared plus 4x minus 3 on the side with 3 things on it. You multiply and then you add the diagonals at the very end. Okay? Or you can do it in Desmos. You put this whole thing in Desmos and the answer choices in Desmos and see which one matches. That means which one is the exact same. Problem number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, not 6. 3, 4, 6 can all be done in Desmos as well. You put the question in Y1, and then you put the answers in the rest of the slides. You can also distribute. So you would distribute the negative 1/3 here and here. This comes down by itself, so that's 5q squared. And then you multiply this times this. That gives you negative 2q. I'm doing it in my head, but you can put negative 1/3 times 6 in the calculator, and it'll give you negative 2. And then you multiply the negative 1/3 times negative 4 is a positive 4 over 3. And then you bring this one down, plus 2q squared. And then combine like terms, so this plus this gives you 7q squared. This one is next, minus 2q. And this one is last, plus 4/3. And that'll give you the answer. Same thing with problem number 4. You're going to distribute here and here. That means multiply. And you're going to distribute here and here, multiply, and then combine like terms. The ones that look alike, you add or subtract them, and then you find the answer. Or you can put the whole thing just like this in Desmos with x's, and then put these answer choices in Desmos and see which one matches. Okay? I'm going to do problem number 5 just because it has 2 different letters on it. You're going to distribute here. So we're multiplying 4 times a 4th in the calculator. That gives you 1 CD. 4 times negative 9 gives you negative 36 C. Then you're multiplying negative 8 times C. That's negative 8 C. And negative 8 times 1 is a negative 8. And then you're multiplying d times c, which is positive dc, and d times 6, which is a positive 6 D. Okay, you're just multiplying. Now you're going to combine like terms, the ones that look alike. So if you look at the answer choices, CD happens first. So this one has a CD and this one has a CD or DC, same thing, right? So when you add them, 1 plus 1 gives you 2 CD. They all have 2 CD. Then the next one is the C's, right? So I'm going to do C next. This one with this one. That's negative 36 minus 8 is a negative 44 C. That one's the only one that has it. And then next is the CD by itself plus CD. And then the negative 8 at the end. So the answer would be B for that one. Problem number 6. Says for what value of C, so what do I need to put in there so that both of these equations are the same? Okay? So that means these would be your C's. So we can do two things. We can do it by hand, which I'll help you in just a little bit, or we can put it in decimals. So what would you put in decimals? You would put this, y equals 4 parentheses x minus 3 squared minus 6, and you would put all the answer choices, right, in here and see which one matches. So you would have y equals 4x squared minus 24x plus 42. Y equals 4x squared minus 24x minus 18. Y equals 4x squared minus 24x plus 30. Right? And y equals 4x squared minus 24x plus 36. And see which one of these matches. Okay? That's how you can do it in decimals. Actually, that's how I want you to do it in decimals, because if you do it by hand, you're going to have to do a whole bunch of steps. You're going to have to do the box for this, right? The x minus 3 squared. And then you have to multiply everything by 4. And then at the very end, you would have to subtract 6. So just do it this way, and that'll get you the answer. Okay, problem number 7, next page. You are just doing this by hand, and you're going to tell me where did they mess up. So step number 1, they're distributing here and here. Does it give you this? Right? 0.5 times 10 in the calculator. Does it give you negative 5? And then 0.5 times 8 in the calculator. Does it give you 4? Let's see. 0.5 times negative 10, enter, gives you negative 5, and 0.5 times 8 gives you 4. So let's go look. Negative 5 and 4, check. Step number 2, when you distribute 2 times C and 2 times negative 5, does it give you this? 2 times C is 2C, 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, check. Step 3, when you distribute here, does it give you this? 12 times C, 12C, 12 times negative 2. Does it give me a positive 24? It gives you a negative 24, so they messed up here. So step 3 is where they made their first mistake. Okay, so that's how you would do it on the test as well. Check every step, see where they messed up, and that'll be your answer. Problem number 8. which one is equivalent to this. So you would put this in decimals, 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 and match. Okay? Or if you want to distribute this times this, this times this, this times this, this times this. Does it give you negative 9x squared? Oh, they're all the same. And then distribute this times this, this times this, this times this, this times this. Which one gives you the 12x? Okay? And some of you probably figured it out already. If not, you're going to have to do it in a little bit. This one's like the one that we did yesterday. Difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. So remember, it goes like this. Once plus, once minus. Take the square root of 25x squared and take the square root of 4 and figure it out and see which one of these is one of those factors. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Problem number 10, same thing, difference of two squares, right, because it's the difference of two squares. So once plus, once minus. Take the square root of 100 and take the square root of a squared and figure out the answer. Okay? Problem number 11. You're going to divide, separate both of them. 80m squared divided by negative 20m and negative 20m divided by negative 20m. Find the answer. And same thing here. You're going to divide this by this. So you have 24r squared divided by negative 2r and negative 18r divided by negative 2r. And find the answers. Okay? You're dividing because they give you the area and one of the sides. So go ahead and finish this worksheet. If you have any questions, make sure that you ask me, because if you don't know how to do it today, you're not going to know how to do it tomorrow either. And these problems are almost exactly like the problems on the test. I just changed some numbers around and some answers around.